Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have to go to get my taxes paid on my car and I have to renew my insurance. So I thought this would be a great day to bring you guys along with me and let's go over the whole car buying process and insurance and all that good stuff. So before we get to my final destination down the road, I thought I'd give you a little idea of videos in the past that we had. We're on our third car. So the first car that we had, we bought it from an individual. In other words, we found the car on Facebook Marketplace, which was a complete disaster because they sold us the car. You know, we had just got here to Chiang Mai and we thought everything was legit. The guy said, oh yeah, there was, one owner. It was a doctor and she barely drove it. The car had low miles. We're about to see that car actually. We got rid of that car like a year and a half ago because the transmission broke and it was a Kia. They didn't have any parts here in the country to fix it. So we had to sell it for parts. But anyway, that was first car experience. The second car experience we bought one and it was just too big. A lot of the roads here are really small. And we bought the car and we just found out that on a lot of these narrow roads, our car was just way too big. So we ended up with a third car that we bought. By the way, that car that was too big, we bought that from a dealer, a used car dealer. And then we bought our car that we have, the Nissan March, which is a very small car. And that ended up working out better. Now, my best experience buying a car was right here at Expat Auto where we're at today. So I'm gonna kind of show you around and let you know why I picked this place and why I'm here today. But I'm gonna show you the car I said that I had that lost the transmission and then I had to sell it for parts. You're gonna love this. So it's still around, it's still here, and it's right here, right there. This is the entrance to Expat Auto, and they're using our old car right here as advertisement. It does not work, but this was our first car in Thailand. So before we get into all of the more boring stuff like insurance and all of the requirements and all that, let's take a look at some cars. Since I'm here and I'm waiting for a new insurance quote, let's take a look at some cars and see what the prices are here at Expat Auto in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Okay, you're gonna notice that a lot of the model names are going to be different than what you're used to from your home country more than likely. This is a Chevrolet Trailblazer 2014 and the price on this one is 469,000 baht. That is baht, not dollars. Anyway, just to give you an idea of some of the prices of used cars. Now, used cars here in Thailand hold their value big time. Just so you know, I bet you thought it was gonna be a lot cheaper than what I'm showing you, but they do retain their value. This is a Mitsubishi Pajero Sport 2.5 GT, four-wheel drive, and this is 559,000 baht. Here we have a Nissan X-Trail, 2.5 four-wheel drive. It's a 2015, and it is 598,000 baht. All right, and next, for all the people who love trucks, we've got trucks coming up. So here we have a Toyota Vigo Turbo, and it's a 2013. It's 459,000 baht. And we'll look at one more truck. Here's a 2016 Ford Ranger. And it is, let's see, 2016, 459,000 baht for this truck. So here's another look at all the cars we just looked at. These are the bigger cars. Now for Kendall and I, this wouldn't be our style. A lot of the roads we travel on are extremely narrow, and I really don't want to drive a car this big on the narrow roads. That's just me though. Here is the 2016 Toyota Yaris, which I see these everywhere. These are really nice cars. They're kind of the mid-range level, meaning they're not too big, not too small. They're just about the right size, fit there in the middle. And then over here, this gray car we have, it's a 2020 Mitsubishi Expander, and that is 659,000 baht. There's another look at that car. So if you're looking to bring a family here, that might be a car you would want. And looking at another one or two, 2020 Honda City, and this is 479,000 baht. So here's a Nissan March. This is like the same car and the same year. This is a 2018 Nissan March. It's 329,000. The reason Kendall and I picked this little tiny thing is because A, it's tiny and it's fun to drive, and we absolutely love ours. Ours is black. As you can see, this one is a really pretty blue. But anyway, this is the Nissan March. Okay, here's a 2018 Honda Jazz. It's 439,000 baht. This is a really nice car. This type of car is one I was looking at whenever we bought our Nissan March. It's a 4-door white, which is a pretty decent color here, just simply because it keeps you a little bit cooler, reflects the heat and the sun. And this is the, again, the Honda Jazz. Okay, this was my number one car, and I didn't get it because the price was just a little bit more than the March, and I didn't want to pay the difference. But this is a 2022 Suzuki Swift. It's small, it's nimble, it looks good. 449,000 baht for this one. But the thing is slick. There's some other colors over here. There's a red one back here behind me. I'll show you that one in a little bit. But yeah, I love these little tiny Swifts. They're all over the road. Many people have them just simply because they're so easy to drive and use here in Thailand. Here's the red Suzuki Swift I was just talking about. This is probably the color I would go for. I like red, I like black cars. But this one is 439,000, and this is a 2022. Okay, the next car we're looking at is a 2013 Mazda. You can see there it's 279,000 baht, so it's a little bit cheaper. It's black, and I mean, this is a good size to drive around Thailand. You shouldn't have too much problem with the size of it if you're concerned about that like Kendall and I were. For those of you who might be interested in a minivan type vehicle, here's a 2013 Suzuki, and it is 329,000. This one's in white. You can see from there, but it looks like it's in really good condition, and the paint on it's flawless. Next up is a 2014 Mitsubishi Lancer for 309,000 baht. And it looks like it's sort of a grayish color. It looks really good, nice, neat, and it's not too big. Okay, I really like this car. It's a 2022 Suzuki, I'm gonna butcher the name, is that Celerio? Anyway, this one is 329,000 baht. Now this is one of the smaller cars, the kind like I like. It's gray in color, good tinted windows, which I like as well. And here's a look at the back. Yeah, I really like these cars. They're a little bit boxier, not as sporty looking as some of the other smaller ones, but I still like it. Now, some of the reasons that I like using Expat Auto, for one, English was their primary language. Everyone that works here, or not works here, but everyone that is in management here, they speak pretty good English. And the other thing I liked about this place is that their prices are clearly marked, and that they really do try to pick good quality cars to sell, which I do appreciate, and they do help you through the entire process. So the reason I'm here today, like I said before, my taxes are due on the car, and you can come in here, pay them a little bit, and they will handle all of your car, everything. They will get your car inspected if you need it. They will get your car taxes done, all that good stuff I have done here. And they can even help you with residence certificates. If you don't know what that is, you'll find out soon enough. If you move here, you seem to have this document called a residence certificate for everything, but they can help you with that too. Now the other cool thing, and we'll head over there now, the other cool thing about buying a car here is that they, on some, and I'm not sure if all, but they will have a warranty on the car. You can talk to them about that. But they do have their own service department, which is really nice. And it makes me have a little bit more confidence in the place, because if they bought a used car to resell and they found out there's an issue with it, they've got their own staff here who can fix just about anything. So this is what their automotive department looks here. I'll spin this around so you can see they have 4 car lifts right there, and they have a complete staff that works on cars. So just to give you my experience with buying a car from a Thai used car dealership, they were very nice, very friendly. There was still, though, a big time language gap, as you can imagine. There was a lot of miscommunication. And whenever we went to it's like their DMV, they call it the Land Provincial Office here, to do all the legalities on a car, still some miscommunication. So if you're looking for a place to buy a car with the least amount of hassle, definitely try Expat Auto. Right now, I'm going to talk about insurance. All right, so I just got through talking with Tom, who works here at Expat Auto, about insurance, and we talked about prices and everything else. So I'm going to try to give you some information here. If you need detailed information, I would say look up Expat Auto. I'll have all of their contact information in the description below. I mean, I just message them and ask them if you have a detailed question. But what he's saying is here in Thailand, they have different classes of insurance. Obviously, there's different coverage involved in the different prices, as you can imagine. I'm going to make this easy and just tell you what it was for me. So before, I had first class insurance, and that was around 14,000 baht. That's like your turnkey, top of the line insurance. If you kill somebody and everything else, that it pays and takes care of everything. So today I knocked it back down a little bit to the next class down, which I haven't got the quote yet, but he says it's going to be like half price of what I paid before, which should take it around 7,000 baht. And you can go even lower just depending on how much coverage you actually want. And of course, it does matter what kind of vehicle you have. If you got a 4x4 with a turbo, it's going to be more. If you got a really fast car or a Mercedes-Benz that costs more, it's going to be even more. So the quotes I'm getting right now are for my 2018 Nissan March, which is a small car, doesn't have a lot of power, if that helps you out a lot. But if you do have insurance questions, you can ask Tom. One other thing worth noting is he said that here in Thailand, the insurance follows the vehicle, not the person. So he gave me an example. So if I were to let someone drive my car and they got in an accident, everything's covered under my current insurance, unless they don't have a license or unless they're driving drunk. If they're driving drunk, all of it's thrown out the window and we got more issues. But anyway, I hope this helps you a little bit as far as car buying, what my experience was. We looked at some car models. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of cars that are available here in Thailand. And be aware of the people who sell it themselves. Usually they wait till their car breaks down or has a major issue, then they try to sell it. A friend of mine that I've known for about 1.5 years now just bought a new truck, and he knows all there is to know about trucks. And he gets this new truck. He drives it for the first week and the engine blows, the pistons, everything. So he's heartbroken and he had to have the engine rebuilt. So watch it, watch it, watch it if you're buying it from an individual. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And until next time, Kap Kun Kap.